see almost like, so we could expect uh, 3 4 more days of almost range trading in between 43 to 45, or somewhere here 42 to 45, and then probably we will get some direction. I mean, we could probably break out someday and move ahead and break level 46 and above, or we could be here. I mean, in the meantime, let's see how IDO token performs. I mean, the tokens which are just getting launched, and right now you will see a lot of tokens are scheduling their IDO. I mean, in the first week, few are scheduling in the last week of February, and few have scheduled, I mean, in the second week. But a lot of pending token listings are right now being scheduled. So, in anticipation of the market remaining here, it will be great to see how they perform, and then we will see exactly. But once we break out 48K, uh, we will be ready to fly 52K for sure, and it will be too much easy. I mean, just one day 10% up, and we are above 52. But at the same time, it will be crucial if we get rejection from 52, because it will be just breaking these levels and then it could come back. There will
Hmm.
be two scenario completely. So in one case, BTC is going to break the all-time high of 69K and probably move more upside. So a lot more can expect. I mean, many people will expect that. But to even go in the bear rally, we need a good uh, a high from where you will feel like, oh no, market is going to break all time high, and I'm like more confident that it will go. So more people will get into the trap. So market will always try to chop those traders also, to chop those investors would like to get more people trapped. So in order to do so, it will eventually have to come somewhere here. I mean, on technically, it should come here before going down if it has to go down. I'm not saying it will go down, but a good probability is there. From 52K, you will see at least some correction in general, as well as uh, even if BTC has to start going down. I mean, if we are not here for breaking all time high, I mean, I've seen some posts by good YouTubers saying that I will just delete my Twitter if BTC doesn't reach 100K this year or that year. I mean, you will see so many posts. I mean, you will have to see both ways. So in I'm just prepared in preparation of both sides. You need to understand where are the critical level, from where market uh, right now market is not at the level where everybody will be in greed or something. But once 52K is like showing breaking out, it will be in many people mind that once it gets break this level, it will be too much interesting. We should see. I mean, just let me go 4 hour charts. So let me see. So here was the critical region, I think, 52K. So you will see a good big candles and probably moving upside. So more people will trap in here once we break above 50K, and once we started crossing 52K. I mean, it's just 4%. So BTC anyway has 3 to 4% volatility. In that any day it can just try to break 52K, and we all will be like, no, we are bullish, we are bullish, we are bullish. So many people will get jump into, and it will be kind of a good sell signal, at least for some time. Definitely we will see the crypto fear and greed index coming somewhere near 70, 75, or in between, or even 80 might be. So at that period, it will be good time to sell out for few moments. I mean, I'm not saying it could not uh, be there for a long time, but we have seen above 80, we have seen good sell off. Usually it turn out to, I mean, come down maybe 55. Sometimes it can come down to 40. So, but you can see a lot of time, you will see whenever BTC goes above 70, you have a kind of good sell signal. So, when we should expect 70 again here, when BTC will be probably around 50, 52K. So, we will see 70 to 75K at that time. Even if BTC has to go down, it will be here somewhere here, and if it is has to go above, still there will be some correction. So if BTC is moving directly from, say, after few days of struggling here, I mean near this range 42 to 45K, it has to uh, be more trading day, few trading day here, so that whenever BTC makes high, maybe 50K or 52K, will again come back and retest 44K or 45K and then goes above, if even if it has to. Else it will just slowly it will come down, keep coming down, and we might see a beer rally. I mean, not exactly beer rally like we have seen in 2018. So keeps going down, but eventually it will have to. I mean, there will be so much people jumping in, lots of ETF news, lots of investment banks coming to picture, lots of good communities, lots of regulations from many countries will kick in. But I mean, market will correct for sure, but we will have to see. But before that, I think 52K is on the charts. So probably 50K we might see in some day. I mean, I'm at least expecting it not before, I think, 16, 18. So in between we will be trading here, and then we'll probably someday we will see 50K, first 48K and then 50K. It could happen like, yeah, we broke 46, we made 48, again we made 50, maybe respective days or something like that. Anyway, I think this is done. Let's move ahead to the second part, right? The launchpad
Yeah.
session.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for that. I'm excited to see which direction it goes. You know, definitely excited to see which direction it goes.
So in launchpad, but we will have to see, forget first, but
Right.
CD5 like 30% up
Oh,
in
in the
7 days.
last week.
Yes.
That's that's quite a bit, isn't it?
Yeah, that's good. I mean, few tokens are starting, I mean, few ideas are started happening on those launch pads. So somewhat utility is being now again, since market has picked up, so they
Mm-hmm.
also started picking up few launch pads. I mean, have lots of ideas scheduled, few have like plan. I mean, there are so many projects which raised their funds from VC firms and so many places, but now they were waiting for the market to go up a bit so that they can schedule their IDO, and in uptrending market they do their IDO. So it's a good time to do so. So in since those projects have to schedule their, I mean, private public sale somewhere. So those launch pads, all those popular launch pads will gain some momentum. I mean, on those launch pad platforms, few ideas will get scheduled. So there will be good utility, and we could see some new people kicking in because the prices will feel much cheaper in previously. I mean, CD5 is not cheaper anymore. I mean, not very cheap, but definitely if one looks around, say 3 months back, it will be like $14-15, so it will look like half, almost half. So it will feel more cheaper for the people who have seen it $14-15. Market cap is a bit high for the CD5, so anyway I'm not recommending this because you get a very less allocation, so it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
make sense, at least for me.
Right.
So not CD5, but definitely you can, if you are lucky, definitely you could just go with the polls, because it has something like you have to be in lucky draw, and sometimes you get, and the projects have been good on Polka started Tier 1 Launchpad. DAW
Mm-hmm.
Maker, again, same thing, but you need to have big funds on those launchpads. So I will say skip,
Is
probably
so
if you are lucky.
if somebody's got 10,000, is that enough to start on those, or they need to kind of go down to like one tier lower? You think?
No, if one has 10K, you
Yeah,
will
because
not get even
that's
like,
the
you will not
you
get
would.
even $50 allocation somewhere in CD5. So it doesn't make sense to go
Mm,
into here.
yeah,
In
no,
here,
not
if
at
you are
all.
lucky, if you are
Mm,
here, if you are lucky, then you could probably try here. I mean, I will
right,
not say go with the hair, but if you are lucky, I mean, people
right.
tends to be lucky sometimes. So if you
Yeah,
are
so you
lucky,
can't expect
probably,
that.
yeah. So they can expect their address got whitelisted or something. So definitely, same thing for the Gafi, because they have also came up with such lottery as well as some allocation for people. So a good
Mm-hmm.
probability here as well. I mean, those launch pads are having uh, good market cap as well as good price volatility, and very few percentage of tokens are being unlocked so far. So 7% is circulating. So there is a lot more tokens to be unlocked. So there is good chance that eventually, even if you are holding it and the market is going good, but this circulating supply will keep increasing, and you could probably see it staying in the same range or going down even. I mean, we have seen with few tokens we have discussed earlier. So it's just because of the circulating supply, the prices could be high, the market cap given to the project currently could be high, but such
The
high,
fully
I mean,
I'm the fully diluted market cap is so big because that's the total supply multiplied
right,
by the current price, right?
right,
But then their circulating supply is only 7%, so that's why the market cap is so small and compared, right?
right.
Okay.
But these launch pads have almost, if you consider a, I will just tell you a few launch pads where if a same project is going to uh, have their IDO schedule on those launch pads, you will see a pretty much big difference in, I mean, IDO allocation. So we will discuss there. We will
Mm,
go there definitely. Just let me
okay,
go
I'll
slowly.
okay, I'll wait.
So again, you could probably try from paid, I think, because they have something like good uh, market cap as well as, I think, no, circulating supply is less, but definitely they have a good price range to play here. I mean, it is almost low, and you could see bonds from here, and a lot of new IDO launch. I mean, few of the projects will definitely schedule their IDO here, and if you get whitelisted, I mean, you have good chance to get some token from here which will give money. So keep paid into your watch list maybe. So we will talk there
Mm,
depending on how much funds you have. We could probably from paid we could see. I mean, these prices are somewhat cheaper because they have some. I mean, market has given them so much respect that at some day they will announce something, and probably we could see it 50% jump, not exactly in the first day, but after few days. So we could expect that, yeah, this is kind of good price to jump into, and in between just enjoy the, I mean, the gains from the IDO prices, as well as from the prices could go above like half dollar. So probably 50% possibility is there in the pay. So we
right.
could expect someday at least few days of good market plus few good ideas on paid network, and you could see 0.45 or 5.5 dollars. So there's good opportunity, and the market cap, fully diluted market cap, is also not that high in compared to like CD5. We have seen 790 in game 5. We have seen 954. Similarly for Polka Starter, I think it's like it will be somewhere near 200, 178, yeah. So
Mm.
1.7 in dollars. So if you are lucky, because here you have more about price is almost stable. So here you need to only consider your luck factor. If you are lucky, then you
Mm.
should probably go ahead. I mean, there you don't expect prices to be falling almost 50% from here, because it's almost two down. And
Mm.
if market has to remain bullish, you will eventually see it coming near 2.5 or $3. So you could expect few jump, definitely 50% jump from here also. So
Okay.
Polka started only if you are lucky.
I'm not lucky.
Now let's Polka bridge have been good, but again you need to see how much you are getting so many tokens here, but they have changed recently their tire system. So fully diluted market cap is also 35 million. It's not that big because they have an entire ecosystem. It's not exactly the launchpad, but they have something else as well.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's fine. I mean, even if this is fine,
That's a
And
good point. It's you can that you just can't look at one metric because now this one they've got other stuff going on. There's always
yes,
so many details.
so you can see their is audited by Certic and Hacken.
Oh.
So they have pools, farms, so you can see the charts. So they are trying to build something. Again, they have something coming up, keep coming on in between. The
Oh.
Launchpad, farm, and stake is already in. So and swap is, I think,
Oh
also
yeah.
started, but we
Look at
have to look
them.
around.
They're a bank, they're an exchange, they're a casino, they're a fortune teller. Got
Yeah.
it all.
So you could probably bet here, but you again you need to see uh, here you need to do a research because few projects are not that great,
Mm-hmm.
and again you need to see which all are great and which all are looks okay to purchase because if you purchase randomly and each project, then you are fine, almost you will be able to make money. But if you are just doing some and leaving few, then you need to always consider doing more research, and by that
Mm,
way you will be able to filter it. But definitely if you participate in each one, I don't think you will not be able to break even. You will easily be able to break even because few projects will do multiple times, your investment within first two vestings. If not on TG, maybe first vesting will give you that much money that you will be able to recover.
mm-hmm.
So projects have not been that great, but not too bad as well. So you could consider that because this price is not really cheap, but it's okay. Prices could sustain here.
Right.
Yeah, let me see 1 month price action. So we have been near point 0.3, so almost 50% up from there, 40% up from there. So it's fine. Sometimes it happens. Let me in the long run, we have seen below it 10 cents also. So I have seen that. I have purchased that also. So I know the feeling that it could go above as well. It could come down, and but this price is, if you are a bit bullish, you could expect the good price action from here also in the price of full coverage, as well as you could get some good projects here and which could make some money for you. The voice still did 2x, 2.5x, I think. Animal concerts, each awaited. PG is awaited. So IDEO is already done. So Age of Gods, I think 8, 10x, right? You
Yeah.
were somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You know,
similarly,
they delayed their NFT launch to the beginning of March. I saw their email today go out to their community, and they blamed market sentiment.
yes.
Like, just
So
chill out, everybody.
few projects have been bad. Like people, they it looks like they are kind of scamming. So not really, but a few projects like VD did well, at least on the launch. Similarly, Tryhards, I think, doing well. Terraco again, something. I think what happened, some issues with the contract, so maybe exploit, maybe purposefully done. I don't know. Claremont were doing good, but right now it's down almost at the ideal price or something near. Fabbolt again did only 2x, but Pixelverse did, I think, 20x near on the launch. So you could have made a lot money because I think it was 100% unlocked or something. So
Oh,
again, in some project you could make big money because it's like you are almost getting 20 times your money. So it could cover all your money. Even if you lose in all projects, which not gonna happen. So if you have no bias, if you have no research power, you could just get into all. You need to have money. That's it. So
well,
few projects will definitely do good, and if the market remains good, you will be easily making money. There is no issue at all.
right.
These are doing your work for you. Now let's move ahead to few more launchpads. So Oxbool, yeah, you can definitely take that as well. So let me see, the current full electric market cap is also low. So again, they have two tokens, Oxbool Tech and Oxbool Solana. So again, you need to consider that as well. But if you see from down again, it's 30, 35% up. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
almost. So we have seen good recovery in the price edge from past 2 weeks. So
Hmm.
in past 2 weeks, we have seen it going below 1.8 and coming above 2.4. So almost 50% jump from there. So again, the projects have to schedule their IDOs somewhere. So these are the
Right.
launchpad where their project will schedule their IDO. So you could expect some volatility here. If market remains bullish, we could see it again going above 3. It's not like you need to wait for 1.8, because if you feel like, and that is the bet you are taking with the market. If you are thinking like market will go up, then you will benefit from both. I mean both way. You will also earn by the price moving upside of Oxbull Tech, as well as from the launchpad, from the tokens which you will get on Oxbull. So let me just check it. But really, I mean, right now the project, you can see the average all-time high. Wait. Okay, these are showing almost the highest way, not the recent wise.
Mm.
So, so don't go by this.
Don't go by that.
Yeah. So we again, yeah, here you will have to see they have Oxbull full. So let me. So these are, I mean, you have to again see their tire system, and accordingly you could jump in. I mean, if you have a lot more fun, you could probably go in here because they do research. So you could easily get in into
Mm.
Oxbull and make money. Again, similar
Okay.
thing for Polka Bridge. CD5 is doing good. I mean, the projects will be good, but you will be almost at even $10,000. You will hardly get $50 allocation. So it is not worth to invest, even if all projects do 20x with current vesting in the market. So you will have to wait a few more months in order to receive. And CD5 is almost 25%. So you could expect the prices could also go down. So CD5 is a bit risky. So I'm not recommend. I mean, not recommending that. Let's go down. Bullpucks is also doing good IDO and private sales. So if one is also interested in private sale, probably they also have circulating supply around 15%. So again, the prices will go down definitely. We have talked about it that it is going down, and it is sure, like I somewhere around 0.49 or zero point 0.5 I exited, and I can easily buy almost 2 times right now. But their tire system is okay, but you need to have your first come first serve skill, so you will get uh, tokens. I mean, easily very hype project. So project wise, they are also very good. If you just go and see all time high of all those tokens, you will be almost like a few projects did even 1000x also. I mean, the block pad did that, so they made
Wow.
almost. So they have IDEO as well as I think VC deals also they did that. So you will see a lot of projects here. So you don't need to worry. I mean, there are so many projects that you will be busy here. But again, if you have less funds, you need to uh, you could invest in many projects, but you will not get a big allocation here from Bullpucks at
Mm.
least. So if you are like fine with $20-50 allocation, I mean, with let me just tell you, in the current price it remains 2.1500 is the tire system. So somewhere here you will get in $427 you will be getting around $25 allocation. Average 24, somewhere some in some tokens you will get 22. So in 427 you are getting almost like 0.5% of that allocation. So in
Mm.
bullpup, so if you invest, if you go above tire, so you again you will get more. But definitely if you are happy with that, probably spending $1,000 and getting $50 like allocation, you should be fine with that. I mean, bullpucks is doing that, and the project wise they are, I mean, the projects which are coming here is doing good as well. So it's fine. If you have to invest, you could probably allocate $1,000 here. So in order you will get $50, and you will see almost very good projects coming here and a lot of projects. I mean, you will have diversified portfolio. So many tokens are coming here, and you will eventually make somewhere good money, so that it will return good money for other tokens as well. Now let's move
Nice.
ahead to game zone. I will probably skip that because these are the launch pads which usually made for pump dump. So you will see a lot of volatility, but it will eventually keep going down, keep going down, keep going down, even with few projects
Mm.
coming in. So I will not recommend this.
Now, how do you tell that? Do you tell that from the projects and just because you've been here so long and you've been researching stuff for so long that you can
Yes,
just see?
yes, mix of all those things, because I have seen that. I have seen uh, people complaining about it, people
Mm.
sharing their what is happening exactly in ETH pad and how much allocation they are getting. So it is not worth it if you are not able to get your money out. I mean, if
Yeah.
say I'm investing in CyberFi, almost right now it is like $330 if I buy just 100 tokens, and I'm able to
Right.
participate in one IDO and just one whitelist, and probably IDO doing good, you will get your all your money back. Similarly in super launch. So it's pretty much easy here because you need to bet a less, and you could probably, depending on, sometimes it's guaranteed, sometimes it's first come first serve basis. But if you get allocation and project is also doing good, you will be entirely getting all the money you invested in Launchpad tokens as well. So you will feel like the Launchpad tokens are free for me. So it's a bonus in those Launchpads at least, which looks very cheap. I mean, fully diluted market cap is just 8 million. Let me see the price action, currently 2.8. So you could just buy in. I mean, the prices will eventually go up. So if market remain bullish, again, all those things, because those launch pads entirely have anything to offer, unless only when market is bullish and there is a bull run or probably a shorter sideways rally, so that few projects will start their scheduling their ideas on those launch pads. Else there is no utility as of now. I mean, few projects are trying, few launch pad are trying to explore other stuffs. So, but majorly most of them are just depending on the projects which is going to schedule their idea there. So projects will also schedule their ideas only when market will look bullish or just turn out to be bullish, then only they will do. So utility only will kick in when the market will remain bullish or will be in the sideways, so that all those altcoins gets momentum and the money starts flowing from BTC to ETH or major, then again to those small caps. So you will have good chance to make good percentage. I mean, XY you could probably do 2x here very easily. I mean, very high chance. If few projects are doing good, you will be easily, if you just want to see the price action, we have seen previously, just look here. It went from $8 to $70. Can you imagine?
Yes.
So even
It's
if it comes there, you could see $20 is okay, even if it is coming there. And if we see 2 to 3 months of bullish season and IDO season, we could probably see it coming above $10. So it will be almost like 3x. So there is
mm-hmm.
so much expectation there. I mean, you will not expect from bull perks to go above zero point 0.6, maybe zero point 0.6 will be higher. So 2x expectation is there. Again, let me just close it. From Polka study, you could expect, if market remains bullish for 2 months, or you will see a good ideal season. In that case, you will see probably 3.5. So again, 2x limitation. Here again, similar 2x expectation. Sorry. In super lunch, you could probably expect at maybe $2 to $2.5 easily, maybe $3 as well. So with fairly 2 to 3x. Again, Phantom start doesn't look good. I mean, I have heard about that, so I will probably say skip it. Even if the fully diluted market caps looks cheap, you just have to look the chart. I mean, oh sorry. So because it's kind of slowly they are going down, and eventually it will turn out that, let me just check it. Yeah, so it is 5x only from its IDO price. So we could easily see it going down, very down. Phantom ecosystem is doing good as of now, but not exactly the Phantom starter. There could be few more Launchpad, especially for Phantom, which could come in, but this team doesn't look good, so I will just skip it. For the AVAX ecosystem, you could probably have Avalanche. Again, let me just talk about this because we have been discussing about this project. So we could easily see point 0.3 and coming back to point 0.4. Yeah, point 0.3 to point 0.4. So easily 33% gain. So again, these are just because the market started increasing, as well as those projects who were just waiting for market to get bullish has started scheduling their IDOs. So those are good launch pads which will eventually uh, get some of those big projects. So you could expect good volatility. I mean, good volatility in the prices, as well as the earnings from those IDO will also kick in here. So I'm not very big fan of engine starter, although I had very good stack. I mean, 100K around tokens. So eventually at somewhere like 0.15, 0.16, 0.17, I've sold it multiple times because I got it on a starter. So it was good X project, like 13x around. But right now, if you see it is also about 5x from IDO. So even right now it looks good, but lots of projects. So you could expect some tokens doing good, but allocation wise, you need to be worried. So if you are investing here, you should invest big here because uh, you will get into upper tier, and then you will get proportionately more allocation rather than just going for the lowest tier, because their their tire system is designed like that, that if you are in lower tier, you will get proportionately. If you compare that, if you invested $1,000 and if you have invested $5,000, then proportionately you will get more or less, I mean, more than 5x allocation in upper tires. So similar stuff is there. Again, Moon Starter is good here. I mean, 9 million market cap. I know about that because right now it's the kind of the launch pad where I am almost taking every project, and it looks good. It is also listed on KuCoin. So team is also doing good. Lots of projects are also scheduling their, I mean, good projects are scheduling their IDO here. You can see a lot of wait list. So these are the currently ended projects. So you could see 3 hours ago, 1 day ago, 2 days ago, 1 day ago, 7 days ago, 8 days ago. So you could see a lot of projects have been launching from here, and the price, even fully diluted market cap, is just 9 million. So again, cheap to buy. I mean, the circulating is somewhat missing here. I don't know. Team has to definitely sync it. But if you are good with research, you could probably dive in here. I mean, the meta knowledge looks very cheap. You could see easily scheduling their idea on such launchpad is also like great. But now let me go to more down. So we have card starter, but it's continuously in downtrend, and it was initially mint for ADA launchpad. I mean, tokens based on ADA ecosystem, but eventually ADA ecosystem started delaying. So you could see slowly death of this project. It was near $70, and right now it's like almost below $3. So it has seen that rally. I mean, right now it's not doing good. So you could probably skip it. If you have already card starter, you could probably average it. It's fine, I think. Starter again $5.19. So if you have their price action is almost certain that even if few tokens will come in, kick in, their volume is a bit less. I mean, very less. So if you are thinking to buy a lot, you need to probably do it from multiple way. You could probably buy some from Binance Smart Chain, few on probably few from MXC, or probably if not MXC from QuickSwap, and then just bridge it in order to if you are buying here, because the market cap is cheap, fully diluted market cap is also cheap. And if you just look around the ecosystem, you will be able to find that they are also doing good. The last project, I think Impulse did 40x. Yeah, this these are the same pools. I mean, different. It was meant for different peoples, but definitely this did 40x. And recently, Metamall, we also did one single episode on Metamall, I think. So this is also scheduling their ID on Binance Smart Chain. This we will again look for this project. Let me just compare it with recently other project like 2x. It still has to schedule their IDO. I think 2x something. Meta Launch also did 4x or 5x. Let me. So if one has to invest, one, I think it is below IDO price right now. Again, it did 3x, 3 to 4x. Did good on launch right now. I think near IDO price. It did 30x. I think 4x, 5x was the good price to get out, but I think 3x was there for quite good time in here. Dopaz did, I
Hmm.
think, more than 9x for sure. Starchy did again. I mean, this was pretty much bad vested. I mean, they had pretty much each day you could claim it, but eventually, somehow, with a smart contract, it was taking so much fees, so it was not worthwhile claiming for that. So
Uh-huh.
again, people even did if it did 8 to 10x, uh, no one could enjoy that. I mean, you need to spend so much in BNB. So
Right.
yeah, I have farmer I think 3x, but right now not good. Again, a stiff token I think 4x. So Project Oasis did I think 30x plus. Yeah, at some time. Busta was flop. So Cake Monster was I think the highest gainer. We have talked about it multiple times. Currently, I think
Oh yeah,
maybe
definitely.
40, 50x. Yeah, definitely it will be there. So no worries about that. So a lot of good projects, a lot of bad projects also happened there. So you need to again, if you are investing in all, you will be easily making money. If you are being selective, so definitely some research will help you in order to find which one are good. So again, right now the metamall, it is pretty much clear that we will make some money here. At least from 25%, I'm expecting that seed should be out. I mean, the whatever we are investing, say, I might get one BNB allocation. In that case, I will be pretty much on TG, which is scheduled on 15th, I guess. No, they are saying 21st. I don't know. It was scheduled for 15th, but anyway, we will get our money back easily. So rest of the 75% token will be almost free. Let's see. This is kind of big project which uh, is trying to compete with few of highest gainers like Blocktopia. So 1000x plus Blocktopia did. So might be, I mean, the team is good for the Metamall, so we could expect that they will eventually do good. But what is the situation in the market will tell exactly, because market is supreme and we should not go against the market. And eventually the project looks good, but what we need to dig a lot in order to see the price action. We could expect 20x, we could expect 10x also. So we will have to see. But in the long term, if team keeps on going, I mean, keeps on doing work, they have so much respect in the market, as well as they got so much hype that they could easily do 50x also. So we will, it will be interesting to see how much X Metamall do on just launch, maybe 10x, maybe 20x. But definitely many people are just FOMOing in here because of the Blocktopia, because it has so much some similarity with the Blocktopia. Blocktopia was also not very popular at launch. I mean, before when private sale was happening, but eventually at launch it became so much hype, and after 10,000, I mean 1000x, you could imagine. I mean, even if you are invested say $100, you are pretty much sure that you will get $1 million. So you could forget. I mean, at some point it will show like, yeah, if you have so much tokens, you could probably be millionaire just with $1,000. So people will bet in here, and people will be sticking with Metamall definitely. So it's a good probability they will, if they just introduce marketing and if they try to hype it, you could easily see 20x. No worries in that, because people will be hoping here. People will be expecting multiple times from here. It if it does just 2x, people will not sell it. I mean, this is kind of expectation in the market. From just market perspective, they are hoping much more from Metamall because of the team. If you just look around the team, you could see 12 patents on 3D and VR. So you could see so much things, so many. They did almost 20 million from so many clients. Again, they sold out some to good people. Again, here you could see some good numbers, some big numbers, and good valuation, good growth in normally startup ecosystem. Forget crypto ecosystem. In crypto ecosystem, I will just multiply it by 2.5 times if I have to compare, because you see so much valuation gap in crypto ecosystem and the normal startup ecosystem. So if they could
Oh.
do in normal startup ecosystem just 40x of whatever project they were working on, if they remain working on this project, so it will eventually be much more in the valuation, and they could also manage to do that much x. We could expect that. So there will be expectation, as well as their kind of competitor or kind of fellow, you could say Blocktopia did amazing. I mean, currently it is also doing great. So it's almost like 1000x was the height. So people are expecting good from here, and also they got a good crypto influencer in their kind of advisor. So definitely good backers as well. So this got all those things. We right now it's ideal schedule on I think 4 launchpads. So a starter, moon starter, uh, we have seen somewhere else, right? Gami,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So Metamall was sold out. So you could see here again it is remaining only on as of now. I think the IDO is only left on starter, so we could probably expect uh, good money coming from there. So
Mm.
if one wants to jump in just because of the good project and good hype, they can get into a starter, and you could probably earn some money from a start price, or else it is kind of good price. It will it has price history of getting back from $4. So even if you see right now it just touched 4.5 and bouncing back. So in previous beer market, when we see in May, I think, yeah.
Right.
So we have seen 4.5. So jumping off from there, it's kind of good price wise. It's also good. So sorry, I think this is sorry year to date. So in past year we could see May, yeah, here it was there, and in June, July when everything was beer, we could have seen it coming down from in August. It was like $4. So $4 was kind of low, and they are doing good. They are having at least trying to build their ecosystem. So at this price, it is much cheaper. So uh, you could lose very much a small amount from a starter price, and definitely you could enjoy if you are good in research. You could probably be able to grab some good projects like Impulse X. We just now sold, right? Let me just show you. So Impulse X did. I mean, on the launch day, it was just 2x, 3x, I think. but after few days it went up till 40x. Let me just show you the graph. So one has to be also understanding what expectation people have with the project. Even if Meta Mall did just 4x, uh, people have expectation till 20x. So eventually, if team is intended and team wants to push it, the market will also support that because there is huge expectation from the Meta Mall. So at least from 10 to 20x, we could see it's high. Let's see exactly if it remains at that price, it will be great. We'll have so much expectation from Metamol. So let me just share with the chart. Else we can just do on KuCoin. So yeah, you can see. Let me just copy paste it. KuCoin charts look good. So you could see. Let me just use some of the tools. Uh, Even if you have purchased, this is 1 hour candle, so you got good time to grab in. So it is like almost 20x from after listing. So it was listed around, maybe from here it was like 2x or 3x. From there you have a good x, so you could have made money if you have just researched about this project. Currently also it's like a 5x even after 2 to 3 hours of listing. So price got almost stabilized on the launch day, and from there you are making money. So even after listing, if they got a kind of good support from market as well, probably from the good influencer as well. So it's kind of grabbed good attention. So that's why they were able to do it. Similarly, we can expect from Metamall. So for Metamall, we have Moonstarter. Definitely, the Moonstarter IDO is done. Uh, Game Gami, where you could have sniped it. Now we have only remaining with starters, so you could probably jump in with 50 starts. So 50 starts is currently maybe 250, $300. No, below that, I think. So below, so 50 will be exactly 258 to $60 will just get into the allocation here in Metamall. So you will be able to make some money. So just get into it because $250, if you have good portfolio, you could probably go with 500, but so that you have some guaranteed allocation. But usually we get in first come first serve as well. Maybe this is high project, so you might not get it. So in if you don't want to risk it, you will have to go again with 500 start. You could probably come out and sell it after IDO. I will not recommend it, though you can do it. So $2,600 will be the size, and you could expect near one BNB allocation. So near about 400 $450, depending on the BNB price at that day. You could expect that allocation, and then if it just did 10x, you could probably see 2.5 times of that. So, I mean, you can just do the maths. You could expect a good percentage of a starter investment will come out from the Metamall. If Metamall did great, we will have to see a lot. Right now, Moonstarter is doing good, so you could probably jump in here, and you could try to participate in some project. I mean, they have lots of IDO scheduled, so they have got good activities, but you need to do a lot of research. Paid, you could have something, but definitely you need to be really active, and the prices could go up because they have good power. I mean, the influence power, but price can go down definitely. I mean, there is good scope because 14% supply is only there. Gami, again, the percentage of supply is very less in the market, but they are trying to maintain it. If you just see from the below, I think $0.7, no, $0.6 was the price, and right now it's near almost $1. It's just because of two IDO. They have not very much a long list of projects, because if you just see, these are the two sell which happened just I mean in the past 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I think. Yeah, it just happened on to be yesterday, I think. Metamall ID was scheduled on 10th. Yeah, so Meta Games also 3-4 days above, but you can see the price action and it's remaining stable. You can see the all-time high of all those projects. So it's not that great, but somehow people have shown the faith much more than any launch pads right now in the market. I mean, Moon Starter or Starter, you can say project. People have given more value to this Game because of the team, as well as their thoughts. Their staking will looks nice. Let me just show you the screen. So you see the checkpoints, what exactly you have. If you just connect with your MetaMask, you will be able to see all those which are available in your wallet, amount available in the wallet, Gami available in your wallet. You can deposit. So it's uh, they have worked on their UI. UI looks good, team looks good. So that's why they have got valuation. But eventually, this will come down definitely to $0.50 for sure. But again, you need to bet on the market here, because this ecosystem, this Launchpad ecosystem is all about the market. I hope we are done.
Right. Yeah, thank you so much for that in-depth analysis of so many different Launchpad tokens and for taking the group through and showing them some good places to get started, like Engine Starter, IPX, Moon Starter, Bull Perks, Card Starter, some of these that are a better entry point if you're not made of money. That's another episode of A Little Late in Crypto. It's Friday night. We're going to sign off now, and we will be back again on Monday with lessons for the beginners with a community manager from Huobi. Thank you all so much. Have a good one.